Hi friends, let's solve the three important models in transportations, that is northwest corner methods, least cost methods and Vogel approximation methods through Excel. In the northwest corner methods, you just take the particular matrix here and put it here and make it delete all the cost. Your objective is that to reduce the transportation cost from the source of origin to source of destinations, and whatever the transportation cost is the sum product of all the per unit cost and all the resources that is going to be allocated. Here there is no resources allocated, so transportation cost is zero. In northwest corner methods, you know that first cell that is B occupied, that is P1W1, that is the northwest cell, and it is occupied up to 20 because 20 is less than 21, supply adjusted, and the rest of the demand equal to 1. Then you make it yellow because to give it more clarity. Next northwest cell is P2W1, but allocation should be 1 because demand is 1, which is the lesser than the supply, and it will be allocated. The next northwest cell is P2W2. Here the allocation should be 25 because demand will be adjusted, the rest of the supply equal to 2. The next northwest cell is P2W3. Allocation should be 2 because demand is higher than the supply and the supply adjusted. And rest of the cell that is allocated, that is P3W3, and in both the cases supply and demand will be adjusted, and overall transportation cost that will come, that is 462. Similarly, in the least cost methods also you have to do the same practices. Make it delete all the per unit cost. You just take it transportation cost here, and whatever the transportation cost is the sum product of per unit cost and whatever the cell is going to be allocated. Now it is 0. Then in the least cost method, you know that minimum cost is 3, though you have to allocate 19 units in the P2W3, and once it will be allocated, demand equal to 0 and supply equal to 9. Then make it yellow. Next per unit cost equal to P3W1, that is 4, allocation should be 17, and automatically your demand equal to 4 and supply will be adjusted. Okay, then 5767, 5 equal to per unit cost is less, so allocation should be 4, demand adjusted, and supply equal to 5. Then out of 676 is the minimum one, allocation should be 20, supply adjusted, demand rest of the demand equal to 5, and whatever the demand in the end P2W2 will be allocated, that is 5 units. In this way your transportation cost through least cost methods equal to 300. But Vogel approximation methods can be calculated bit different way. You just make it copy here, and in this case you delete every cell, and once it will be deleted, your supply equal to the sum of all the per unit, all the supply that is coming from the P1, and what should be the demand equal to the sum of is demand from the W1. Okay, and what should be the aggregate demand or supply, that is equal here, that's why you put here. Then your transportation cost, I just make it copy here. Your transportation cost I am going to calculate, but it is sum product of all the per unit cost and all the resources that is going to be allocated, and here it is 0. But here the transportation cost can be calculated through server method. Already I have downloaded from the add-in. Those who have not downloaded, then go for the file, then go for the option. In option you click on add-in, and then you click on go, and here you find the solver. Once you do this type of the prima facie activity, you click on solver. Once you click on the solver, then your set objectives, your objective is transportation should be minimum one, and where you find the answer, you find the answer here, and it should be the minimum one. Then what should be the variables you need to be taken into consideration that need to be changed or resources need to be allocated in the particular cell. Then what should be the constant? All of the demand should be equal to whatever the demand highlighted here, and again whatever the supply should be equal to whatever the supply highlighted here. Okay, then okay, check the non-negative conditions, make it simplex, then solve. You'll find the answer, that is 295, and you just see that the 295 is the smallest one over northwest corner methods and the least cost methods. In this way, through Excel and through use of solver, you can solve the transportation models in a very few seconds. And do practice, and through this way, you can learn the simplest method, transportation methods, and the all type of the linear programming models in a very easiest manner. Hopefully, today's video is useful for all of you. Thank you all.